Yeah, sometimes it feels it just feels fucking good to go direct, to tell a beautiful woman that she looks fucking amazing. It feels great. I think this is like our God-given gift as men, to just go in there, raw, authentic, masculine energy, to make a woman feel desired in our presence. But it's certainly not the only way. It's certainly not always the most effective. Yes, boys, how we doing? In this video, we are going to be covering organic opening, all right? So how to start a conversation with a beautiful girl without coming across as a fucking creep and without being perceived as just another one of those pickup guys. We are going to be covering situational opening, all right? Now, I consider situational opening to be the holy grail of conversation starters, not just when it comes to approaching girls, but with people in general. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, let's get into it. So a problem that you'll find with Daygame, all right, well certainly for me anyway, after doing this for a couple of years, is it can often feel very artificial, all right? You're going out with the intention of striking up conversations with girls, and sometimes it can just come across as like a little bit forced, a little bit systematic, robotic, formulaic. Like, it's so fucking easy to find yourself speaking on autopilot, like regurgitating the same shit over and over again. Like, hi, excuse me, I just saw you. I know this is random, but you look really good. And look, man, if you've never cold approached a woman in your fucking life, then this is a bulletproof way to acclimatize yourself to the direct approach. However, if we want to skyrocket our seduction and make everything feel organic, spontaneous, and effortless, then it's about incorporating situationalism. So really easy. Situational opening is simply about using things specific to your current situation to initiate a conversation. Let me show you what I mean.
Are you two famous? You look quite famous. Wait, which one's the famous one? Is it you? Or are you the famous photographer? And you're the famous movie star? Yeah, what's that latest film that you're in? I can't remember it. Was it EastEnders? I think I'm recognise you from EastEnders now. What are you doing today? You look like you're having quite a nice day. You know, it doesn't always have to be direct. If you've got to a place where you're like, yeah, I want to be a bit more creative with my conversations. Maybe you see a girl getting a photo taken and you can be like, oh, are you famous? I've seen you in that recent film, EastEnders, wasn't it?
That looks very tasty. I was literally just like, I need to just stop and say that just looks fan-fucking-tastic. It's the way you were like nodding your head out. I was like, that's the girl who appreciates good fucking food.
Yeah,
because like sometimes what?
Especially salt beef.
Right, like sometimes like I don't know if you find it, if you're like eating with people, like some people don't get like properly stuck into the food, and it's very annoying. Like I like to feel like when I'm eating food, it's an experience to be savoured, right? Rather than just being like, oh, I'll take a little bit like that. So just get fucking stuck into it, you know? Go in there, make something situational. They're eating food, they look very good eating the food. Going in there with that situational type of conversation starter. You've got a very lovely smile on your face. And that, do you know what, that made me smile. Like you were coming towards me, I was like, what's she got to be happy about? Like what is the reason? What's your secret?
It's Saturday. It's
oh,
Saturday
what an amazing, oh,
is there any better reason?
What an amazing reason. It's Saturday, I'm not working, you look fantastic.
Thank you very much.
The scarf's cool, where'd you get it from?
Like going direct, i.e. going up to a woman and telling her that she looks fucking fantastic, declaring your desire in a non-needy way is something that I believe every guy should be able to do. However, it's certainly not the only way of going about your business, and it's not always the most effective. Yeah, situational opening will require you to be a little bit more creative, a little bit more socially spontaneous. Like you'll have to actually take a moment before you start that conversation to be like, okay, what specifically can I use to kickstart this conversation? So let's say, for an example, you see a girl and she's looking really stressed out, really flustered, okay? Rather than bulldozing into that conversation immediately and being all like, hi, excuse me, I know this is random, but I just want to say you look really good. Like, the compliment will probably be perceived as insincere because she doesn't look really good, all right? She looks flustered. She looks stressed out. For me, it would be far more conducive to say something like, yo, excuse me, you look like you are having one of those days, all right? And she'll probably look at you, she'll probably react in some way, and you can follow this up by saying something like, do you know what, yeah, you somehow managed to pull off the please don't fucking talk to me look quite well. What's your name? Do you see the difference? Like, yeah, I'm still being flirty, I'm still projecting intent, but it's being packaged in a situational way. I'm seeing that, yeah, she looks flustered, she looks a bit stressed out, and then I'm using this, almost just naming that elephant in the room to kickstart a conversation. Like, I did something similar in this conversation with a girl who, on surface level, was looking really frosty.
Oh yeah, you look very stone-faced. Like, you don't want to have a fucking conversation, but I thought I'd approach her anyway, yeah.
Or like another example that I can think of, yeah, let's say you're walking around, you see a girl with some like birthday balloons. Let's say they've got like a big 21 plastered across them. Again, rather than being like, excuse me, hiya, you look really good, you can go up to her and be like, yo, happy birthday, you've recognized the 21 balloons, okay? And you're like, go on, tell me, what is the one thing you are most excited to do whilst you're 21? And then maybe she starts to get all giggly, and you can follow this up by saying something like, oh, maybe this isn't something you can discuss with a stranger on the street. Like, what's your plan anyway? What are you up to? And then you transition into a conversation like this. I hope that you can see what I'm trying to convey here. Like, situational opening, if you are serious about integrating Daygame into your lifestyle and making seduction something you are rather than something you do, situational opening is the holy grail. It's a way forward. It just feels so fucking organic, so fucking supernatural. And to make situational opening feel supernatural as fuck, here is my best piece of practical advice. Always be opening and always be trying to open situationally, all right? Like, yeah, sometimes it feels just feels fucking good to go direct, to tell a beautiful woman that she looks fucking amazing. It feels great. I think this is like our God-given gift as men, to just go in there, raw, authentic, masculine energy, to make a woman feel desired in our presence. But it's certainly not the only way. It's certainly not always the most effective. I know a lot of guys say the whole direct thing is weak, that you're putting women on a pedestal or some bullshit like this. And like, yeah, I understand the point, I understand the argument, but for me, it's all about the energy. It's all about the mindset that you're going in with. Like, just being able to declare your desire to a beautiful woman in a non-needy, non-fucking noncy way. Like, that is power, you know, and to do it without expecting anything in return. Like, it's the same way, like, if you see an old woman who just like dressed herself really beautiful for the night, you just go up to her and you're like, you look absolutely fantastic. You're gonna have to tell your husband to keep you locked inside tonight because you look incredible. Like, it's that same sort of energy that you want to project when you're speaking to women who you are really attracted to. It's that, I want you, but I don't need you. I'm gonna make you feel glorious because that makes me feel glorious as a man. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And a really simple practical exercise that you can start doing right now to make situational opening feel more organic is to go out every single day and aim to have at least one conversation with a girl who you're attracted to. But the way that you start that conversation has to be situational. So setting the intention to have one conversation with one attractive girl every day and to start that conversation with a situational opener. So come on, get creative. Like, even me, because I've had so many cold approach conversations, like, you'll know yourself, man, if you've been doing this for a while, like, you'll go out there and it's so easy to find yourself speaking on autopilot. Or maybe you've never done this before, you've been watching a shitload of videos and you find yourself saying the shit that you've heard other guys say. Like, I think if we really want to elevate, if we really want to remove ourselves from the old school fucking weird pick-uppy shit, then situational opening is the way forward. To make seduction something we are rather than something that we do, this is the way to do it. To always be asking yourself, okay, how can I springboard off the current situation? Like, what can I use? Like, the world is your canvas. There is conversation material all around you. Just pay more attention to life as you're walking around. Actually live deliberately. Like, take life in. Far too many guys just sleepwalking through life, don't recognize what's going on around them, but, you know, be the fucking artist, look around, use shit, take shit, and then say shit. Anyway, man, I hope you soaked up a shit ton of fucking value from this video. If you have done, then drop it a big fat fucking like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content. I also posted a brand new blog recently, which I'll link in the description, which talks about my current feelings in regards to Daygame and how all this stuff really does run deeper than Daygame. So if you've not read it and you're interested, then give it a read. Nice one, man. Appreciate ya. Love ya. All that good shit. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna speak to you in the next video. Stay sexy, live legendary. Ta-da!
You stay sexy, okay?